It's the WNBA on 2K Sports. Welcome in, everybody. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Sky going up against the New York Liberty. I'm Blake Suniga, and with me at the broadcast table are Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi. This first-round series continues tonight. Now, Tim, what's the key here in this one?
The hustle points. In a playoff series, those little plays can add up. So extra possessions, getting loose balls. That really matters tonight.
Exactly, Tim. I'm looking for those extra effort moments. In the postseason, where all of the teams are good, that can be the difference between moving on and going home.
Start out with the ball. Here's Gardner. Connects from three-point range.
Well, whenever Gardner looks for her shot, I think it's a great move, especially from outside the arc.
Now here's Vandersloot, covered by Ionescu. Pass to Atkins. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Lainey Hamilton. And here's Stewart. Lets it go from deep. That one falls, and a nice feed from Lainey Hamilton.
Look at Stewart go. Look, she's versatile and not afraid to push the tempo to score some fast break points.
There's Jonquel Jones with the three. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
They've been the hotter team in the first half so far, guys.
Well, they've been grinding, working for those high percentage shots, and it's been paying off for them.
And let's see if this success continues to go as we get longer into this game.
Fires the three. Gets it to go from downtown.
Red hot out of the gate. 4 for 4 shooting.
They're really on back foot at this point.
Yeah, at both ends of the floor. Things are just not going their way.
Back to Vandersloot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one, good for 2.
That's a big basket. You don't want to let the game get away from you right off the bat.
On offense, here's the Liberty. Brianna Stewart from outside. And again, it's New York with a three.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points, they add up in a hurry when you give them looks from deep.
Now here's Atkins. Jones comes with the double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession, so we'll have a jump ball. One-on-one fast break. Here's Gardner. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
Their offense has come together immediately. They're threatening to run away with this game.
I can't imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they can even come close, look out.
And to pick up and keep this offensive pace would be insane. That's a dozen straight points coming off the threes.
Yeah, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, non-existent.
Now here's Atkins. Here's Cardoso. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Got a Stewart from outside. Down it goes for her 3rd basket in as many tries.
Boy, Ryan, that's 5 straight made three-pointers. The defense giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide-open threes, but they just aren't figuring it out.
You go out there and tell them, Brian.
Okay, maybe I will.
Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. And again, it's New York with a three.
Triples keep on falling, guys. 3 in a row now.
These defenders can't stay so soft on the perimeter.
Pass to Banham. Parked down low that time and got hit with the 3-second call. Both teams deciding to change it up. York now. Sabrina Ionescu from outside. That's in, and she's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
They've gotten a lot of good looks and have been absolutely lethal from behind the three-point line.
Defensively, they have to get out there. Even if it opens up some driving lanes, they just can't keep giving up these open looks.
Now here's Vandersloot. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. And that one goes long.
I'm marking that one down. I mean, it's going to be a long time until we see her miss another one like that.
Had a nice open look right there.
Boy, they're shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Yeah, how do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss right now.
Tries to snap the cold streak. Bisman pulls it in. And so it's New York with it. Here's Lainey Hamilton. And a great assist by Brianna Stewart as that one goes in.
They've built a big lead very early.
Boy, right from the tip, there isn't anything they haven't done well.
It has been a textbook dominant performance.
Here's Erin Atkins outside. We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. Liberty out in front, running away with it. And don't go away, as we'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a bit. A lopsided first quarter in the books as we get ready to begin the second quarter. All right, guys, the Liberty enjoying a nice lead here.
I like what I've seen from them defensively. They forced a lot of turnovers with quick hands.
Yeah, they've been aggressive. Those active hands producing steals early.
Pass to Williams. Here's Allen. Outside. Defended by Harrison. 4 on the clock. Shoots from 12. Rebounded by Jonquel Jones.
How about that miss? That's 2 easy points just given away.
Let's go with a 3. And again, it's New York with a 3.
This defense is giving their shooters free reign to operate from beyond the arc.
And when you allow shooters to get going, then you're in trouble because they can hit even when they're well defended.
Now here's Allen. They get a hand on it, and so it looks like the Sky will retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Six on the shot clock. Courtney Vandersloot for 3. And she gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get it off in time. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute of play. The 3. And again, it's New York with a 3.
These defenders better start closing down their shooters.
Yeah, that's 2 straight from long range.
And they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. They got to score.
Williams the screen. Nurse outside. Just 5 to shoot. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Natasha Cloud. Bisman left side. Ball stolen. Nurse outside. Vandersloot. Down low. Pass to Williams. Bisman pulls it in. Now Burke. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her.
And their lead gets even more enormous. They played terrific basketball at both ends.
No doubt about it. I certainly can't think of an area where they've underperformed.
And neither can I.
Now here's Vandersloot. Pass to Nurse. Shot clock at 6. Out to the wing. looking to end the run. The rebound by the Liberty. Now here's Gardner. She has 6. And again, it's New York with a 3.
And now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up much longer.
When was the last time they missed, Tim? This is just a remarkable shooting display.
They're putting on a clinic.
Misama uncovering. Pass to Vandersloot. Nurse. And good as it snugs right down through the net.
It's good seeing Nurse capitalize inside. These types of shots help get her into a groove.
For 3, Emma Misama. And again, it's New York with a 3.
Look for the defense. They got to talk to each other. Clearly in air, not getting out there on her three-point attempt.
Nurse outside. Pass to Williams. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Kia Nurse.
She worked so hard on her post moves, her finishing. Williams thrives close to the hoop.
Misama for 3. Her second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Scoring well here at the midway point and starting to put some distance between them.
Yeah, they're padding that lead bit by bit, and offensively, they just continue to roll, Tim.
Absolutely, Brian. Have to continue playing with this intensity.
Launches a 3. And again, it's New York with a 3.
Unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and she's heating up.
Now here's Vandersloot. She's guarded closely. Pass to Nurse. Natasha Cloud with the block. Oh, and the fast break for the Liberty. Here's Burke. And again, it's New York with a 3.
It's been all about tempo and pace with them, and it's led them to a big advantage in fast break points.
It's a big reason they're in front, Tim. All that early offense, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
It's a team that loves to go up and down the floor, Brian. We love to watch it.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. That shot was going nowhere thanks to the aggressive swat.
You got to bring your defense up a notch in the playoffs. She takes it up about 3 notches on this block.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. It's the Liberty opening a huge gap. Hold tight. We've got more basketball action headed your way. Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final 2 quarters. And you look at Sabrina Ionescu in this game, and she's been everywhere.
She went absolutely off those first 2 quarters, guys. She's capable of doing that each night she hits the floor. You might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use as we hit the second half.
Well, they've got to make some sort of change, right? I mean, they can't let her continue to torch them like she has been.
Getting back to the action now, it's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes. And stolen by Ionescu. Jacks up a 3. And Lainey Hamilton hits from deep.
As a guard, Ionescu has incredible instincts. She sees an opening and strips them of the ball.
On offense, here the Sky. Vandersloot Boot outside. Here's Banham. He's covered by Gardner. Shot clock at 5. Stewart comes with the double team. Brianna Stewart with the steal. Three-pointer Sabrina Ionescu. Good on the three-point shot.
Just on fire from beyond the arc.
Seems like just about all her points are coming from deep.
Yep, that goes.
Well, Vandersloot's unselfishness is part of what makes her so special. She loves to create for others.
Pass to Gardner. Lainey Hamilton fires from deep. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
Nothing but money for them to start the half. They're 3 for 3.
Poked away. Stolen by Sabrina Ionescu. And again, it's New York with a 3.
This is quite a performance we're seeing from her today. Not one miss on the day, which means that's right. She's a perfect 100% the field.
And this has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a very nice job of extending their lead.
And that one's good. Stewart.
5 straight now. Coming out of halftime, rolling.
And stolen by Ionescu. There's the triple. Lucky 7 drops right in. She's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
A big gap between these teams as far as fast break points are concerned.
And some teams play a slower tempo, but defensively, you have to commit to sprint back in transition and deny those runouts.
Here's Banham. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Clock is at 3. Atkins. And Brianna Stewart with the block.
She doesn't just score. Stewart uses that 7-1 wingspan on D, too.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Yeah, you got to bring that postseason intensity. It's so key. These plays can change the trajectory of a game.
Ionescu outside, puts up a 3, and again, it's New York with a 3.
She has shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves.
To the paint. Here's Atkins, and it's blocked by Brianna Stewart. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And you gotta be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this one.
You gotta bring your defense up a notch in the playoffs. She takes it up about 3 notches on this block.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Jones from long range drills the three-pointer.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. You should all have the green light.
Brianna Stewart with the steal. Three-pointer. And Jonquel Jones hits from deep.
Good defense leads to offense, and that's what we're seeing here with all these points off of turnovers.
It's one thing to force turnovers, but it's another to make teams pay, and that's what they've done.
It's stolen by Jonquel Jones. A one-on-one situation. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
That's something about all these turnovers. Right away, you're at a disadvantage defensively.
And we're seeing that tonight. So many of their miscues have resulted in easy buckets the other way.
Now here's Atkins. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
Just didn't make the catch. She must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
And the Sky making a change here. And they're on a really nice roll here.
You know, the most impressive thing is they haven't wasted any of the opportunities they've been getting.
And it's pretty hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the stats monitor, it's a stark discrepancy. When you look at the assist column, and you see that difference as far as fluidity in their respective offenses, too.
So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Poked loose. Emma Miesman with the steal. For three. And again, it's New York with a three.
Well, turnover is really becoming a key storyline in this one.
Yeah, sloppy play offensively, and that's put them in a disadvantage on defense, too.
Now here's Nurse. Double team on Courtney Vandersloot. 6 to shoot. Here's Onion Wade. It's hauled in by Harrison.
Really tough for this club right now. Trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they try, it doesn't work. Gotta slow it down and just get back to the basics and the fundamentals.
At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. It's the Liberty delivering the blowout. And after a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And we're getting underway in the fourth quarter. That scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things can change. From downtown, oh yes she did. 5 up, 5 down for her so far.
Not a flashy passer per se, but Miesman can move the ball well and locate her open teammates.
Ripped away. Oh, and the fast break for the Liberty. The three ball. And again, it's New York with a three.
Ripping and running, they have a big advantage in transition buckets.
They just seem to have the fresher legs, and they're putting them to good use.
Now here's Allen. D right on her. 5 to shoot. That's tipped. In transition, here come the Liberty. For three, Emma Miesman. Yes, once again. And she remains a perfect 6 attempts, 6 made. Pass to Allen. Here's Onion Wade. Miesman covering. Here's Allen. And just miss after miss right now. Fourth quarter now, we're just about a minute and a half in.
They are dialed in from three-point land here in the fourth.
Yeah, and that's just putting it mildly, Tim. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on their opponents with the triple.
And there's no better time, Brian, to hit threes than in the fourth quarter.
Pass to Vandersloot. Williams with it. She's against Miesman. Courtney Vandersloot for three. Miesman pulls it in. And this could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What a performance it's been.
Here's Bebish. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
Well, you know, offensively, Brian, they've been really special.
Yeah, you nailed it, Tim. No matter what the defense has thrown at them, they've just kept piling up the points.
And more points.
Now here's Allen. She's tightly guarded. Pass to Vandersloot. There's the three. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. And they've got a nice little run going.
Yeah, they're making it look easy offensively. Love the flow.
Now Burke, defended by Nurse. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They just aren't missing.
Pass to Nurse. Here's Burke. And again, it's New York with a three.
She's had such a steady hand. And I think watching this game, she's the one responsible for getting them this lead late.
Yeah, her shooting percentage is unreal right now. Just so dependable here today.
Double team on Courtney Vandersloot. 4 on the shot clock. Inside. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Figuring out ways to score inside at 5'8". Vandersloot has multiple ways to finish.
And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
Solid work right there. There's a big difference in field goal percentages of these teams in the second half.
And that difference has come about because we've got one team moving sharply, getting good shots, and the other just a little bit stagnant. It's tough to watch.
Yeah, one coach did his job at halftime. The other, not so much.
Allen's shot is off. And so it's New York with it. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And again, it's New York with a three.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to the spurt that they're having.
And why put on the brakes now, Tim? I say just keep on firing.
Man, Brian, you want to run up the score?
Pass to Onion Wade. Williams. Here's Nurse. Rebounded by Misaman. And they can just sit on the ball here.
Enjoy it. They've earned the win.
No doubt.
She's having one of those days where if she takes it, she makes it.
Now here's Vandersloot. She's covered by Cloud. Out to Nurse. Vandersloot. Can they get it? Can't get it to fall. And so New York takes this one by a big margin. And that's a wrap, everyone.
Chicago Sky.